Hi, I've been asked to rate the various puzzles in Nancy Drew, Mystery of the Seven Keys. I do like the puzzle at the start of getting the password to unlock the file. That's fine. The puzzle of opening the book, it's mostly math, but it is difficult to get the numbers correct, because you have to flip this upside down, and you have the outside numbers, the inside numbers. I would have done an amateur sleuth variation without the outside-inside stuff, because that was what really tripped me up. Other than that, it's a fine puzzle. It's a fine puzzle. Making coffee. I like making coffee. It's okay. I don't think it's that bad. The latte art is a mess. That is a fail. That is a fail. So this leads me to a problem. It's like, how do I rate the puzzle? Because I would give the coffee a pass, except the latte art is terrible. And you know, I would give this puzzle a pass, except I don't like the outer ring trick. The upside down part trick is just fine, but I feel like, yeah, that's too many tricks with the outer ring and upside down and then the math. So no question about it, the Marionette puzzle is a fail. That is a bad puzzle. I don't like it. I don't think anybody likes it. We could have had an amateur sleuth variation with just like 3 rounds instead of, what, 50 that you have to do? Oh my gosh. Also, a version without props. That's how you could make the puzzle simpler and, you know, easier to handle. This puzzle is fine. Moving things around on the screen is fine. I like that one, actually. The puzzle of snooping through Merrick and Elka's area, that's fine. That's fine. Cyberblock, that gets a pass from me. I like Cyberblock all 3 times that Cyberblock appears. That's one of my favorite puzzles. Ooh, gosh. The puzzle of... you know, the puzzle of finding the blades is fine. The puzzle of rotating them into place to get them correct, maybe not so fine. I had to be told what to do, because I only kind of got the idea that you're trying to make the line up. I did try to get the line to line up, but then it didn't work. But fortunately, that didn't happen to me when I was playing the game, for real. So this part of the puzzle, yeah, I don't like that part of the puzzle, because you have to do way too much math, because it's just a huge math equation that you have to do, and I don't think that's fair. I'm not sure how I like this part of the puzzle, where we have these 3 pieces of paper, and they have a lot of unnecessary information that will just throw you off. Like diamond ring, size 7, check the carat size? That has nothing to do with the puzzle at all. So that's just sort of a fake out. I feel like there's a bit too much red herring information for this puzzle, considering how difficult the puzzle is. Also, like, the colors, like, okay, this one's pink, and this one's green. Maybe somebody complained about that, because you can see here, it's pink, and it's green. It's like, well, yeah, it's pink and green. We don't need to see that clue anymore, because the clue is on the fan blades. We have to do this puzzle again. I liked the first version of the puzzle better than this one. This one's kind of tough, but it's fine. This puzzle's okay. I think it disappoints me because that's not how the Degas system was explained to us by the Hardy Boys and Agent Zane, but for a matching puzzle, it's fine. It's fine. I do think it goes on a little too long. Maybe if we had a version with just 5 things instead of 8 things that we have to match, then that would be better. This puzzle's terrible. This puzzle is terrible. This puzzle is garbage. Because there are like 3 different solutions which are correct, and they match all the clues, but the game doesn't accept them as correct. The game messed up on this puzzle solution, and that's just terrible. I'm sorry. That's really bad. Ugh. Still upset about that. The puzzle of escaping through the tunnels is okay. I don't like it that much because, yeah, it's hard to tell which door is the correct door, because all the doors are sort of identical. They look exactly the same, to be honest. I feel like if you had been given a chance to explore the underground tunnels before the tunnel chase, then this puzzle would be better. But sadly, that's not the case with either puzzle chase. Cyberblock again, that's fine. I like Cyberblock just as much the second time as the first time. This puzzle was really difficult to figure out, and I think I got the solution wrong, but I still kind of like it anyway. I do like the idea of that puzzle, and I do like the idea of this puzzle too, which is we need to find the 4 correct symbols based on a poem. That really reminds me of, like, Message in a Haunted Mansion or Curse of Blackmoor Manor, where you had, like, the poem things. But finding the actual symbols scattered all throughout town, that was a little bit too tricky for me. Still, I'd give it a pass. I think the puzzle's fine. I did like this puzzle of opening the trunk. It has like 5 different steps, and I liked every single step. The step of finding 2 hidden buttons on the side. The step of pressing these 8 buttons in the correct order. Nice. The puzzle of stealing the gems, that's fine. I don't know if that really counts as a puzzle. That's just go into the museum during the haunted tour and take the gems. That's not that much of a puzzle. The puzzle of placing the 3 gems according to shape, that's fine. This puzzle is fine. I like it too. It's got some logic to it. The puzzle of opening the snow globe, I feel like that's a little too tricky to realize that's a snow globe key, but I'll give it a pass anyway. This puzzle's fine. I like this puzzle. That's good. The lights puzzle is good. Really, I feel like a problem with a lot of the puzzles in this game is that they don't have instructions or an explanation, which did happen in some of the previous Nancy Drew games, where you'd be explained what to do. Now, this one, it's easy enough to figure out that, hey, I need to light up every single tile on the board. But I could totally understand if somebody thought, no, the solution is to light up this tile in the bottom right-hand corner, because it's not obvious because the puzzle isn't explained. And I feel like that really hurt. Just in general, the puzzles need explanations to know what to do, but this puzzle is really terrible. This puzzle's bad, and it needed instructions, and even using the hints on Nancy's phone as instructions, it's still pretty bad. It doesn't make sense. With this puzzle specifically, they tried not to use any words, like it's all just done in symbols. And, you know, nice try for trying something different, but it doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Multiple things about this puzzle are terrible. So, the hint says you need to align the page. And take a look at that page. That looks aligned, right? It's aligned. And if I was playing the game and I just grabbed my mouse and tried to move it, I wouldn't be able to move the page anymore because it snapped into place. I'm like, whoa, it must be aligned. No, it's not, actually. What you need to do is right-click to rotate it to get it aligned. Yeah, so that's bad. I feel like that step was bad. Also, sort of like a puzzle glitch here. If I rotate the page before putting it on the right-hand side, the game doesn't accept that solution. That feels a little bit like a glitch. Another complaint, when we solve the puzzle, we get a zoom in. Like, I think it should have been that size the entire time. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to notice that little tiny red X there. This part of the puzzle is terrible, because how are you supposed to read it? I thought, okay, left to right, left to right. But no, it's actually bottom to top, then left to right. So these two, that one, this one, this one, and that one. Ugh, don't like that aspect of the puzzle. The swapping the symbols, we get these 4 symbols. You need to swap them for these 4 symbols. That's fine. The same with swapping these 3 pictures, these symbols for these 3 symbols. I guess that's fine. It just seems like it's unnecessary. It's like, come on, we have a set of 7 symbols. Do we really need to swap them out for another set of 7 symbols? Okay, so I didn't like that puzzle. The second half of the puzzle is fine because you've got all the symbols. You do have to take a couple of extra steps with the middle thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, but overall I feel like the puzzle's fine once you have all the 7 symbols correct. It leads you to this puzzle. This puzzle's fine. I like that puzzle. I like it way better than the other puzzle. Searching the alchemy area, it's not the best because there's a lot of random items that you don't need to touch, but it's fine. You need to grab a book and grab a specific coin, and really that's it. You have another tunnel chase, which, like the first one, You're getting chased through areas that you haven't been through before, and that's what makes it tough. Like, if these are areas I knew about, then getting chased through the areas would be easy. Snooping through Adela's stuff is fine. I feel like this is weird. Like, look how tiny the box is. It's very, very tiny. And then when you open it, suddenly it's huge. Like, I feel like it should have been big the whole time. That's all. You need to move the things left and right to spell out words. They are kind of random words. I wish they spelled out something, but no, they don't. Still, I think it's an okay puzzle. I give it a pass. These puzzles. This puzzle gets a fail from me. This is definitely a puzzle that needs instructions. You're trying to get the knight to reach a specific pose. You're not told what the specific pose is. So, yeah, good luck with that. Another problem, you can see it from the right... You can see this puzzle from the right-hand side. You can see the puzzle from the right-hand side or the left-hand side. That's what this button is. So I checked. If you're looking at the statue from the left-hand side, the game doesn't accept the solution. It says that's wrong. It only accepts the solution if you're looking at it from here, from this angle, from the right-hand side. Why even give players the left-hand side angle if it's never going to be accepted as correct? That also feels like it was just a glitch. The puzzle was not tested well or something. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, so I hate that puzzle. Next puzzle is the candles puzzle. This puzzle's fine. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, out of the 3 like riddle puzzles, this is probably the best of them. I do like how it has a Master Sleuth and Amateur Sleuth mode variation. When was the last time we saw one of those in a puzzle? Just Vladena's puzzle? And even with Vladena's puzzle, opening Vladena's safe, the solution is the same both times. It's 5-4, 5-7. Doesn't matter which gameplay mode you're on. So, like, it's only a very slight variation between Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth mode. I feel like that could have helped a lot of these puzzles to have the Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth variations on a lot of them. Because even like the puzzles I don't like, I feel like if there had been an easier version on Amateur Sleuth, and then Master Sleuth is the tough version you're supposed to do second, then I'd probably be more willing to give it a pass. Okay, back to where I was. The candles are fine. This entire... You know, the puzzle of decoding the things in the journal, I like that, actually. I do like here's a riddle. What does it mean? It refers to time. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like that way better than doing the dumb clock puzzle, because the clock puzzle's a failure. It's terrible. This one's okay. The clue is in the recipe book, which is a little weird that we're going to the coffee book to get the clue for this puzzle, but other than that, it's okay. Just set it to November 1st. It's not that bad messing with these various little statue things to get that. This part is terrible. This part is garbage. This is 100% fire. Throw it out. Get rid of it immediately. Yeah, and there are no hints for it either. So that's terrible. That's terrible. Like, if there was an Amateur Sleuth solution where the leftmost one is already in place, oh, that'd be fine. I mean, like, that would be helpful. No, it wouldn't. It'd still be a terrible puzzle, but that would be a great way to help. Because what we're trying to do is match the lines, and notice we can't see half the lines. So if you've got a line missing on the backside, you can't tell, and you're just stuck, and it's terrible. Bad puzzle. Bad. Oh, and of course, this is one that gets an Amateur Sleuth and Master Sleuth variation. Blah, blah. Amateur Sleuth isn't any much... well, it's not that much easier. It does have a little easier... The game says, oh, it's much easier because you've got these little grooves on it. Those grooves don't make it easier. But I understand the idea that you're trying to make it easier. So, they tried. You tried, puzzle. You tried. Oh my gosh. The rest of this puzzle, Ned has like a 5 slideshow with like 5 slides on it, and that's way too complicated. That's way too complicated. Yeah, I just saw the puzzle and stopped. But it's easy enough if you know that the idea is we're trying to get the 12, the 21, and you're trying to get Scorpio, I think is the correct symbol. It's easy enough to just look at the picture of the correct solution and then just copy it. And that's fine. That's fine. For whatever reason, even if you're looking at a picture of the correct solution for this puzzle, it's still not obvious what it is. Like, it's not obvious, oh, hey, the starting point is 75% of the way through. Whatever, I don't like that puzzle. Okay, moving on. This puzzle's okay. Yeah, it's fine. That one's fine. The puzzle of placing the ghost boxes is okay as well. Yeah, this puzzle's fine. This trap is fine, and there's like a second chance too, so that's cool. This puzzle is not fine. I like it. I like the logic part of the puzzle, but then like you can barely see the numbers here. That's a problem. And then this one, the number is completely obscured, so you can't see it at all. And people really hate that. So yeah, if this number had been uncovered, and if we could actually see all of the numbers easily, then this puzzle would be better. But I do like the logic puzzle aspect of it, figuring out the various weights in relation to each other. This puzzle's okay. The puzzle of following the beeper. I wish the game had made it clear that you start off in this area. Like somebody had said, hey, start there to start the puzzle, because that's what really tripped me up. And then, the rest of it's okay. It can be tough. I think the one place really got me tripped up was, see if I can find it. This one here, sort of by the bench, like for whatever reason, I could not find that one. I could not find it. But it's not supposed to be tough. It's not supposed to be tough. Then we have the puzzle of making the formula again based on the 7 symbols, which is basically a repeat of the last time, even though the symbols are different. But you're still doing the exact same things in the exact same order. This puzzle's terrible. I know it's an end-of-game puzzle, and they're trying to make it tough, but I still thought it was terrible. I feel like part of the problem is that you have to do special things with the gold sun one, and it's not obvious from this that you're taking extra steps with the gold one, because you have to do the gold one first and then turn it, then do the next 6, then turn the gold one again, and then do the next 6. And I don't understand why the gold one is done separately. It does make things a little bit easier because, you know, it's by itself. The thing that really threw me off is, like, these 3 symbols are... they were all found in the same spot, so how are the symbols supposed to, indicate which key goes where? And also, I didn't recognize this as a compass rose. That's just me. That's on me. That's a mistake on my part. The second part is to check the book. See, we've got these symbols on the book, which, yeah, it's more symbol matching. So you need to match the symbols here with these things there, and match that with the various keys. And that gives you the order of what the keys should go in. And that was very similar to the symbol matching here. And, like, I feel like maybe the symbol matching, like... because you're matching twice, I don't like it. Maybe if it had just been matching the symbol once. Like, if this picture had been on screen the whole time, like if that picture had been, like, down here at the bottom, that might have made it better. I think that would have made the puzzle better. Still, I think I disliked both halves of that puzzle for being too complicated for me to figure out on my own. Definitely a puzzle I had to cheat on. This puzzle's fine. I like this puzzle of turning these things around. That's actually neat. I kind of wish we got a second variation of that puzzle. Yeah. And then we have, well, what do we call it again? Cyberblock. They changed the name for the last time it shows up, so that threw me off. I don't know why it's called Vault Security the last time. But Cyberblock, it's fine. Next puzzle is terrible, garbage. Everything is bad about it. But I feel like if there had been a Master Sleuth and an Amateur Sleuth variation, then the puzzle would have been fine. Like, I would have done Master Sleuth where you have to put 8 different gems on the crown, and the idea is that all 4 sides of the crown are identical. So, like, this side, the colors change, obviously, but the shape and direction of the gems are the same on all 4 sides, and I feel like that would have been fine. That would have been an okay thing to do if that was just the puzzle, just getting them all to match. Here in the actual game, though, it's you put them down and then you need to rotate the pieces. You can't put a piece in the wrong spot, which makes it a little bit too easy. But I had no idea you needed to click to rotate the pieces. That was not obvious to me. The final piece, so take a look at that picture. Take a close look and see, hey, where's the empty spot? You can see the empty spot. Yeah, you can't tell. See, you can't see it if you don't know where it is. And yeah, so that's just bad. It was poor graphic design there because it's not obvious. I guess the idea is supposed to be like all 4 of the stems are the same, and then you use that to figure out what the empty spot is, but you can't tell. If the crown was larger and visible, then that would be fine, but it's not, so it's bad. It's bad. It's just plain bad. And the other aspect of the puzzle, which is fine, is putting the ring down when this eyeball symbol is not covering the screen. And that's okay. That's okay. I wish it had been better explained and that it wasn't tied to this really long puzzle. Like, if we had done those 2 puzzles separately, that probably would have been fine. But I can't complain too much because your cursor changes over the spot where the ring's supposed to go. Yeah, and if that had been the case with the missing empty jewel, the missing empty green jewel, then it would have been much better. Yeah. Okay, next puzzle, figuring out the candles. I liked that one and solved it on my own, and it made me feel really smart. So yeah, I like that one. You just want to click on the candles on number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number 4. But it can be hard to see the candles a little bit. I think it is a little bit too difficult. Like this one, this is 4, but we've got this thing that's blocking it, and yeah. So depending on what angle you're approaching the candles from, it can be hard to see them. We do this puzzle again. It's okay. It's not the puzzle I would have had repeat, but it's fine. And then this puzzle is terrible. I can't see anything. Like, that's the problem with this puzzle. 2 big problems with this puzzle. When I flip the necklace around, all the gems disappear from the bottom half of the screen, and that feels like a glitch. I'm sorry, but if the gems had been on the screen the whole time, if I could actually see the puzzle, that would be good. That would be good. And if the necklace was larger, like, that would be good too. Sort of like the problem with the crown puzzle, with the crown being too small to see, and well, the letters, the numbers were too hard to see. So I feel like, yeah, some of the puzzles were just, they'd be easier if we could actually see what was happening, especially with the crown puzzle. With this, if we could see the back side, that would be great too. And then this, if this had been like twice as large, the puzzle would not be that bad. Just move the gems to the right and left-hand side. That'd be fine. Other than that, it's okay, and I understand they wanted to make it a difficult puzzle because it's an end-game puzzle. It's the last puzzle of the game. We've got to make it extra difficult. Okay, so those are my rankings of the puzzles in Nancy Drew, Mystery of the 7 Keys. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if I thought a lot of, like, this puzzle is terrible. And that puzzle. So I'm sorry if I was just like angrily complaining about the puzzles the whole time. I do think a lot of the puzzles are good, and as I said, I think even the puzzles that are bad, I feel like they're not like such terrible puzzles that they can't be saved. Well, except maybe this one. This one could be thrown out. Just completely throw that out of the window entirely. But most of the bad puzzles still could be saved, probably with instructions, good hints, or, you know, an amateur sleuth versus master sleuth variation.